The 7th generation of the Chevrolet Corvette was built from the 2014 through the 2019 model years. This happens to be a 2017 convertible that I've rented on Turo here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So in this video, I'm going to give you the 7 things that I love the most about the 7th generation of the Corvette. So stick around. Number 1 on my list actually is the secret storage compartment behind your LCD display. So obviously I've got the stereo up here and you can get climate control information and everything obviously on the screen. But if you push the screen button here, guess what? You got a hidden compartment. You can throw your wallet in there, maybe your cell phone. It's got a USB port that you can charge your phone in there. That is a really slick feature, and it was equipped in all 7th generation Corvettes. Number 2 on my list, and this is not included with every 7th generation Corvette, that would be the PDR, or Performance Data Recorder. And so if I go over here and open the glove box, you'll see there is an SD card slot down here, and I have a 32 gig SD card in there. And if I come back over here to the screen, you'll see it has PDR, and if I press PDR, it's telling me I have 785 minutes of recording time remaining on my SD card, and it gives me a variety of options. So for example, you can choose an overlay. I can choose, do I want a track, do I want sport mode, do I want performance timing where I'm on a racetrack and I want it to record the times for each one of my laps, or do I want no overlay at all? And I'll come back over here. And then you can see your recorded sessions. You can define what the finish line is at the racetrack if you want. And then there's settings under here. There's a valet mode. Do you want it to run, for example, every time you turn the car on and you hand the keys to a valet and you want to make sure they're not horsing around with your car? You can do that. And so all of that is included here, and it utilizes a camera, and it can record the audio or not record the audio in the interior of the vehicle, and that is the Performance Data Recorder. So here's a sample as I was driving through Red Rock of what the sport mode looks like as far as an overlay. Obviously upper left you've got speed, lower left is lateral G-forces, lower right is your tachometer, and the upper right is what gear the vehicle is currently running in. And here's what the track overlay looks like. Speed, obviously, is top center. The red and green bar graphs you see to the right of it, red is the amount of pressure you're applying to the brake pedal. Green is the amount of pressure you're applying to the accelerator pedal. Obviously, what gear you're in is also to the upper right corner. Lower right is the steering wheel angle you're turning the steering wheel at. Tachometer center lower, and then G-forces lower left. Now you'll notice the quality of the video is not the greatest. This is a first generation product, so it only recorded at 720p, whereas the newer 8th generation Corvette that was introduced in 2020 operates at HD or 1080p. Number 3 on my list would be the NPP, or Performance Exhaust. One of the difficulties with the 4th, 5th, and 6th generation of the Corvette was that the exhaust note was just far too quiet. And so Chevy tried to address that with the 7th generation by offering the NPP, or Performance Exhaust. Now, I know some of you are going to say it's still too quiet, and of course there are Borla and all kinds of different exhaust options that people have put on their 7th generation Corvette. But let me give it a start, and you can listen and hear for yourself what the Performance Exhaust sounds like on this vehicle. Number 4 on my list would be the fact that the 7th generation of the Corvette was the final generation to offer a manual transmission. So, actually, the standard transmission on any 7th generation Corvette was a 7-speed manual with rev matching, but as you can imagine, the majority of them that were built and sold were sold with automatic transmissions because, let's be honest, a lot of the buyers of Corvettes are old people like me, and we don't want to be on and off the clutch in rush hour traffic. But that is one of the great things about the 7th generation, is you can find them in a 7-speed manual transmission. Number 5 on my list would be the wide variety of driving modes that were available in the 7th generation Corvette, something the 6th generation clearly lacked. And so down here you can see we have a drive selection mode, and this is a dial that you can turn one way or the other. And then I'll show you up here on the dash what you get. And so you can see right now it's in W, which is weather mode if you're driving in bad weather. And as I turn it, you can see they have an eco mode if you're going on a long road trip and you want better fuel economy. Or there's regular tour mode, there is a sport mode, then of course there is a track mode. Number 6 on my list is cargo capacity. The coupe, as you can see in this video, has 15 cubic feet of cargo space, certainly enough for those 2 large golf bags. And even the convertible, as you can see in this picture, has 10 cubic feet and will fit 1 golf bag with no problem. And finally, number 7 on my list is the fantastic performance you get for the money. Here you got this LT1 6.2 liter V8 making 460 horsepower with the performance exhaust. It'll do 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 4 seconds and has a top speed of 190 miles per hour. And if you look right now online, you will find lots of C7s for sale in the $35,000 to $45,000 price range. All with clean titles, less than 100,000 miles on them, and in every year, color, coupe, convertible, manual, or automatic. It really does give you a lot of bang for the buck. And that concludes my video on the 7 things that I love the most about the 7th generation of the Chevrolet Corvette. If you're a C7 owner or maybe a prior owner of a C7, drop me a comment below. Let me know, did I leave something off the list that you think should have been included? I'd love to hear your thoughts. My name is Tom Straub. You've been watching Find the Right Road. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks, and we'll catch you next time.